Java OOPS concept. So yesterday we started with basic things of Java, like OOPS concept, features, and everything we completed. Like, so whatever the basic things required for core Java, we completed those things. But everything is having its own importance. Remember that when we are talking about the program, or when we are talking about the script, or when we are talking about the scripting related activities, first of all, the Java program is completely an object oriented programming language. Java itself is a object oriented programming language. Due to that reason, when we are talking about Java concept, object and classes are mandatory things. That is the reason everyone used to have what is meant by object, what is meant by class, what is meant by object, and what is meant by class. That is the reason first thing when we are talking, something related to objects need to be happened there. Now let us have some observation on how to create object. So currently I'm not going to write any program in Eclipse software. Why? Because first we need to understand how we need to create the object, what are all the objects that we have, so how we are going to deal with the objects, where is the object in our program, all these things we need to discuss. Then only we can write the program in Eclipse software and we will execute the program. Okay, so where we are going to create the object, basically we are going to create the objects in class. Creation of object will be inside the class. This is nothing but the statement what we can have for this object and class related to. Now, how to create object? I think we have discussed this point. What I'm going to say now. Remember that when you are creating the object should be reusable somewhere else in the program. It may be in the same program or it may be in another program. Remember that in Java, when you are creating the object, that object should be reusable somewhere else in the program. Without need of that particular object, Java program will not allow you to completely design that particular object, create that particular object. It will show you a warning. It will show you a warning message. The object what you have created is nowhere used in this program. Like that, it will show you a warning. Due to that reason, object creation plays a very important role in Java programming language. Simple logic. When you create an object, it will allocate a memory. In Java programming language, it will allocate a memory. When memory allocation is happened to that particular object, that particular memory allocation should be useful somewhere else in the program. Due to that reason, if you are creating one memory allocation for that particular object, you have to reuse that one. Now, while creating the object, three things are mandatory. While creating the object, three things are mandatory. One is declaration. Second one is instantiation. Third one is initialization. Declaration, instantiation, and initialization. What is meant by declaration? What is meant by declaration? Declaration is nothing but what type of object you want to create. Simply we can say, in terms of technical point of view, A variable declaration with a variable name with an object type. So it is something like a typical terminology where we need to understand it very clearly. Declaration is nothing but we are declaring something. What we are declaring? We are declaring the object, means we are trying to create an object. This is nothing but the declaration. Now, instantiation. So with what reference you are going to instantiate this object? You are going to declare the object. On which purpose you are going to declare the object? Here, the instantiation will depend upon a keyword called new. By using this new keyword, you are going to create the object. Initialization. What is this initialization? Initialization is nothing but based on the object. Initialization is very important here. We are saying this term as a object initialization. So object will be initialized based on this new keyword. Indirectly we are saying without instantiation, initialization will not be there. Without instantiation, initialization will not be there. Any questions till now? So remember that if you have any questions, please let me know in the session itself, because this is very important thing when we are writing scripts in Selenium WebDriver. Due to that reason, I am saying again and again and again. So objects, classes, everything are very important here. Okay. Okay. We'll continue. How to create the object here? Declaration, instantiation, and initialization. Declaration is one part where you are saying that I'm going to create an object. This is one declaration part. This is one declaration part. Instantiation is nothing but you are instantiating the declared object. So by using the keyword new. Initialization. Without instantiation, initialization will not be there. By using this new keyword only, you are going to call the constructor. We are going to call the constructor. We are going to call the constructor. Understand what is meant by constructor? What is meant by constructor? It's a type of object. Nice answer, and very good answer even. So what type of object it is? You are creating one object means what type of object it is nothing but the concept of constructor. So we have this in our practice session, no need to worry about that. So constructor is nothing but what type of object. Okay, when you are creating an object means constructor will be there automatically. Without constructor, object will not be there. Okay, let us discuss about the simple program here first. Okay, so I'm going to write one sample program. So let us write it in Eclipse only, because you'll understand easily. So that so for your reference, I am creating one project here. File, new Java project. Selenium Java or Selenium project. I'm going to create. Click on finish. The project will be created. In this project, the source folder and Java system library, JRE system library, will be created automatically. So we will discuss about these things. I'm going to write a program. So here we are going to start writing the program. Yep. So this is just a basic program I have written. No need to worry. I'll explain it very clearly for you. We'll start from basics onwards. But for our object creation process, I have written like this. Basically, to create an object, the syntax will be object name is equals to new object. Object name is equals to new object. This is the syntax to create the object. So here, by using the same syntax, I have created one object. So here the object name is my car. The object name is my car. I have created this syntax. Okay. So here this is the object name. What is that object here? The object is test class 1. Even though this is a class name, no need to worry about that. Just we are saying that object name is equals to new object. Here this is the object name. We have created this object. Now where is the constructor? We have created the object, that's okay. Then where is the constructor? The type of object is nothing but constructor. The type of object is nothing but constructor. Okay, let's execute this program and see what will happen. If you see this one, passed name is drive. Passed name is drive. This drive has been came from here. This drive is being displayed from here. I'm going to give the space here. It will get displayed. No need to worry about that. But we will see. Now, did you understand in what way we are going to create the object? Any questions, guys? Did you understand? Remember that. So now I'll explain you from project structure onward so that you'll understand easily. In yesterday's session, when we are talking about the configuration part, we need to configure few things, I said, right? Out of that, first thing is Java software download and install. Second thing is, to write the programs, we need to have programming interface. We need to have programming interface. That programming interface is nothing but Eclipse editor. Eclipse software where we are going to write the program. Okay. So inside the Eclipse software, if you want to write a program, there is some structure. There is some structure. Basically, why developers are going to write the programs in order to implement the functionality. where the functionality will be inside the project. Due to that reason, everywhere we are going to see the term project, right? So in the Eclipse software, we need to create a project first. Create a project. What is the observation here? Once you create the object, automatically src folder and JRE system library will be configured. So what is this src folder and what is this JRE system library? What is this src folder and what is this system JRE system library? src folder is nothing but source folder. Source folder where you are going to write the programs. JRE system library is nothing but the Java what you have installed in your system. It is going to create the link between the user and the program what the user is going to write. How the Eclipse knows that you are writing Java program only? Right? So due to that reason, to create that link, to create that bond, JRE system library helps the Eclipse software. JRE system library in the sense Java runtime environment system library is nothing but JRE system library. So automatically this will be created inside the source folder. Now in the source folder, user has to create the package. Does anyone know what is mean by package? What is mean by package? Did you heard the word test scenario, test case, collection of program? Yes. In terms of Java, it is correct. In terms of Java, in terms of a programming language, it is correct. Package is nothing but a collection of programs. But in our testing terminology, we can say package is nothing but the group of test cases or the group of class files. The group of class files. Another word for package is test suite, test group, or test scenario, we can say. Package is nothing but simply it is collection of classes. It is group of classes or it is a group of programs technically. Inside the classes, inside the package, user will be creating the class files in order to write the programs. So to write the programs, we need to have some source, right? That source is nothing but class. Now, inside the class, user will create objects or methods or functions. Like that, they are going to create. Until this part, this is nothing but the program structure. How you are going to deal with Java program is nothing but the concept of this program structure. This is what we performed now. We haven't performed anything beyond this one, right? We have created one project. This project we have been created. Automatically this source folder and then JRE system library has been created. Inside this source folder, I have created this package. Inside this package, I have been created with a class file. In this class file, I have created object. I have created an object. This is the object name. My car is the object name. Done. Now, sir, you said objects, methods, functions, all these things will be created. We are seeing only the object. What you are saying that my car is an object. But where is the method? This is one method. Main is one method, right? This is a method. Means a class may contain method or a class may contain objects even. Understand? Object, how to create an object. What is the syntax for creating the object? This one. Object name is equals to new object. Based on this same format, we have created an object here. Object name is equals to new object name. Okay, no need to worry about the output now. This is the program. Just I want to show you how to create the object inside the class file. That's it. No need to worry about the output. We will see so many programs based on this class file methods and all those things. Okay, this is just a simple basic program how we are creating the object. If you want to write the program in some other format, even you can write it. This is the another way of writing the program. Your confusion gone. This is by default, it will be there. By default, main method will be there. Every program will have one public static void main. Apart from that, this is object creation process. After that, I want to see the output. Now I'll execute the same program again. Somewhere we can modify the program. No need to worry about that. Just it is a simple thing. Just it will display the program name is. That's it. Any questions, guys? Still, do you have any doubts here? Any doubts here? Here, no need of object, right? No need of object. Just we are discussing about the concept of how to create the object, right? For that sake, I have created one object. That's it. That is what. Don't don't worry about the program. Just see how I have created the object. The point what you are asking is valid point. If you are creating the object somewhere, we need to reuse that object. The reusing process I am not showing it now. Just I am showing you how to create the object. Okay. Fine now. Okay, if we pass drive in test class 1, here you are asking. So your next question in this, I didn't get your question. Just if we pass the parameter drive here in test class 1, then what is the thing that you are expecting here? I'll unmute your mic. Could you please explain that one?
Yeah, so if we pass test class 1 here in
Okay.
here there, if we before you pass drive there,
Yes.
yeah, so if we pass drive there, we are getting error.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
that
we are
that
getting
is
error? You are talking
yeah,
about this error, right?
yes,
Why we are getting error?
yes,
So where is the constructor here?
yeah,
What is
constructor.
what is mean by constructor?
Um,
The type of object what you are passing inside that particular parameter. Simple example we can say, Vidya, here. You have one web page.
okay,
You have one web page. In that web page, you are trying to enter username. Suppose login page is there. In the login page, you need to enter username, password, login button. You have to
okay,
click on login button. Username is one object, password is one object, login button is one object,
okay,
right? Here,
yes,
in the place of my car, imagine that, assume that your username will be there. Here, in the place of my car, assume
okay,
that object is username. Okay? Into the username field, what you are typing? Are you going to enter string, or are you going to enter text, or are you going to enter numerics, or are you going to enter alphanumeric values? What type of value that you are entering? Are you getting my point what I am explaining to you? No?
uh, no,
Still confusion?
yes,
Okay. Username field is there. Suppose
okay,
Gmail application only we will take. In Gmail, username field is there. In the username field, you are going to enter so and so abc at the rate email gmail.com,
okay,
or else
yes,
abc123 at the rate gmail.com. Is this a string value or integer or double, or what it is? Do you know the
it's
concept
a,
of integer, double, or string?
yeah, it is a string,
String, right?
a
So where
text
you
type,
are
yeah.
saying that this drive is a string.
Yeah, drive is a string if we are
You are
considering
not.
my car as a username.
Yes, but drive, you are nowhere else you are saying that string name is there, right, in this program.
No.
That is the reason it is throwing you an error. If you check this error, just I am placing the cursor here, see what it is showing. Remove argument to match test class 1, first thing. Second thing is create constructor test class 1 string. Did you
Mm,
understand what it is saying? It is
yes.
saying you that create constructor, or else remove the arguments from here.
Okay. Yeah, so we
So
should create the type of the object first, that
yes,
constructor.
yes, exactly. When you are creating the object means, remember that constructor is mandatory.
Okay. Yes. So when we are creating object, that constructor is mandatory. So if we
Constructor
are
is
passing any
mandatory.
value, yeah.
Yes, it may be. Is it integer, or is it string, or is it alphanumeric, or is it double, or what type of value that you are passing is nothing but the concept of constructor. Then only it will understand, right, what type of value that you want to pass into that particular object.
Yes.
So that is the reason when you are creating object, remember that constructor is a mandatory thing. It is just like a supportive thing. So username field is there. You are trying to enter abc123 at the rate gmail.com, which is string value, you are trying to pass that string value, that string value will be stored into that particular object, but nowhere else you are saying that this is a string.
Yes.
Due to that reason, it is throwing an error.